shit. I went to the doctor one day, the doctor goes, Mr. Crawford, you have high blood pressure. I said, the devil is a lie. I said, your mama got high blood pressure. No, Mr. Crawford, you have high blood pressure, and it's genetic. I said, you're a damn lie. Only reason I got high blood pressure because I had to come in here and pay a $25 copay, sit in your waiting room for fucking 3 hours, and then come in your office to tell me I got high blood pressure. I tell you how to get it down. Give me my $25 back. Validate my pocket so I can get the out of here. Now you gotta go to doctor online now. Anybody went to doctor online? Yeah, I mean, that's some bullshit. I had to go for a checkup. I'm sitting in front of the web camera. Said, Mr. Crawford, put your underwear down and hold your balls and cough. I said, you sure this not Pornhub? And after that, I need you to check your prostate. I need you to put one finger in your asshole and tell me how that feels. I said, I feel real uncomfortable. Is there anybody else in there watching you? Why I stick this finger up my ass? No one else is in here, Mr. Crawford. He's looking around. Then my son come in. Oh, Daddy, what you doing? Get out of here, boy. I'm in the doctor. I want to go to the doctor, too. Get your ass out of here. Why your finger in your butt? Shut up. I'm checking for shit. This shit out of control. I'm against the mask. I'm sorry. I wear it like I said, but I give it because they don't know what kind of mask you're supposed to wear. They don't know. I was going in the grocery store the other day. The lady gonna say, "Sir, you need a face covering to come in this door." I went back to the car, came back here with a piece of notebook paper on my face. She's like, "Okay, come on in." I said, "For real? I got my son's homework on my face. This is stupid." And motherfucker be looking at you fucked up. When you pull your mask down, look at it. They the reason why we got this shit. Shut your stupid ass up. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You can't even die from nothing else. You gotta die from COVID-19. Man hit by a bus, then trapped in a car fire, then bit by 4 rattlesnakes, dies of COVID-19. Man gets decapitated, dies of COVID-19. He was decapitated, yes, but COVID-19 was in his system. And some people worrying about COVID-19 need to worry about other shit. Like my nephew got a mask on. All of a sudden he germophobic, but he don't even wash right. He's in there with a mask on, but his white t-shirt collar brown in the motherfucker. I said, F that mask, wash your neck, motherfucker. You got a pandemic right here.
I'm turning 40 in a month. Yeah. Thank you. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. I feel kind of excited about it, and I didn't have any really insecurities about it until recently. I just went in for my annual, I don't want to say the word pap smear. I just did, but you know what I mean, the annual checkup thing. So I went in for that, and while she was investigating me, she said, "Oh, have you thought about getting an eyelid lift?" And I was like, well, if you can fucking see them from where you are, yeah, you should get one. Like going to I guess going to the doctor just takes a turn when you start getting older. Like, okay, this is kind of a stupid story, but I went to another doctor because I was done with her. I was like, well, I don't want anyone telling me I need a neck lift when I just say my foot hurts or something. So I go to this other doctor because I was feeling very bitchy. I don't know. I know it seems like you would just go, "Oh, hey, just stop being bitchy," but that's not my move, really. Like, I want a medical diagnosis, so that way, if one day I'm being bitchy and someone says it to me, I can be like, "I have a condition, asshole." So I go to this doctor and I tell him, that I'm being bitchy, and he goes, I said, I need my hormones tested, because that's what I've diagnosed myself with on like WebMD or whatever, right? Like I figured my hormones are imbalanced. So I go in there, I said, I need to test my hormones. I'm feeling very bitchy. And before they'll do that for you, by the way, they ask you a ton of questions because it's a very expensive and extensive test. So of course he's like, well, what do you eat? Maybe that can make you bitchy. Or what do you drink? That can make you, do you drink alcohol? And I was like, I eat kale all day. Just take the fucking test, asshole. And then he was like, you do seem bitchy. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this test. And then I came back 2 weeks later, and he had the results, and he said, I didn't really find anything in your, in your hormones that would make you bitchy or whatever, but I did find something I need to tell you about. He said, your FSH levels are very low. And I said, well, I don't know what that is. He said, well, that's your fertility hormone, and it's low. So if you want to get pregnant, you probably can't. And I said, okay, does that make you bitchy? And he was like, no, but it means you probably can't have kids if you want to. And I said, okay, well, what about the bitchy thing? And he was like, no, I didn't find anything about that. And then he kind of kept going, and I felt like he was trying to get a reaction out of me. And finally, I was like, what's your problem? Why? And then I realized, oh, this is a man in his 50s telling a woman that she probably can't have kids. And that's usually bad news. But for me, I was like, oh, doctor, it's okay. I've spent most of my life trying not to get pregnant. Print that out. I'll put on a V-neck and go to happy hour and fucking kill it right now.
Sniffing. I'll tell you exactly. I'm aware that I sniff a lot, and I'll tell you exactly why I sniff. I used to box, and when I was boxing, I broke my nose. But I didn't know I broke my nose, so it never got fixed. And of course I would have broken my nose. It's been literally 30 years since I've broken my nose, but I didn't know because I thought a broken nose looked like a broken nose. I thought it was like the guys in my gym where there was nothing, then a nub, and they're like, what's up, champ? I didn't know. I just thought I was a bleeder when I would get punched in the face. Last year's when I found out, I went to the doctor last year because I was having trouble breathing. I go, hey, doc, I'm having trouble breathing. He goes, what's the problem? I go, one nostril works, and then the other one doesn't. And then when the other one stops working, the other one starts working. It's like there's a flap in there, like a train, local, express. He goes, you ever broke your nose? I said, no. He said, you sure? I said, doc, I'm not an idiot. Pretty sure I'd know if I broke my nose. He said, didn't you tell me you used to box? I said, yeah. He goes, so wait, you used to box and you never broke that? I said, doc, I never broke my nose. He goes, wait, hold on a second. You're trying to tell me you were so good at boxing that you managed to avoid breaking the biggest fucking thing on your body. So I'm telling you, I never broke my nose. He goes, if you never broke that fucking nose in boxing, you should have 10 world titles by now. I said, I never broke it. He goes, lean forward, you fucking idiot. So I leaned forward, he goes like this. Yeah, your nose is broken. I go, how do you know that? He goes, because I'm a doctor. Yeah, but how can you tell? He goes, because it's not connected. I go, if it's not connected, why didn't it fall off? He goes, you're a fucking idiot. He goes, look, nobody's nose should move around like this. I shouldn't be able to move it around and double click and order shit off Amazon from your face. This is not a normal nose. I go, that's a broken nose? He goes, yeah, what did you think it was? Okay, don't judge me, all right? This is actually what I thought this was. And understand I've been a comedian for 30 years and I have a creative mind. Here's really what I thought this was. You know how humans, this is how you know it's gonna be dumb. You know how humans are an ever-evolving species? If you looked at humans from 10,000 years ago, you go, what the fuck were those? Well, in 10,000 years, those humans are gonna look at us and go, what the fuck were those? Well, so because of evolution and my own ego, I thought that I was evolving at a faster rate than you. And that my body, to accommodate the larger nose, had developed some sort of joint hinge system in here to alleviate the weight. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. He goes, you're fucking retarded. I said, doc, you actually cannot say that anymore. What? That you're fucking retarded? Yeah, you can't say retarded anymore, doctor. No, I could say it. No, you can't, because it's offensive to people. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm talking about you.